Alright, so do you have the question in your mind, how do I level up fast? How the frick do I get to level 100? How do I do it? Well, guess what, boys? I'm gonna leak some secrets and show you how. Okay, so there's like a ton of different ways to do this. Obviously, there are a ton of videos on YouTube, but I haven't really seen a full video breaking down step by step on how to do it from level 1. So here are the milestones. First, we need to get to level 12, then to level 38, then to level 64. I'll explain later why that is, but pretty much let's go like step by step. So first, we need to get 780 XP to get to level 12. Then we need 7,410 XP to get to level 38. And then we need 21,123 XP to get to level 64. So I'm going to explain that now and how to do it. So pretty much first, we're trying to get to a cage. So what we're going to use this cage for is to trap alpha raptors in, and it's pretty simple. So what I'm going to do now is just show you how to get to level 12. It's pretty simple. Honestly, level 12 is the easiest way. If you want to get to level 12 within like 10 minutes, on an official server, what I recommend doing is just grinding out storage boxes or wooden foundations. Those are the best way to level up really quickly. All you really need is a stone hatchet and a stone pickaxe. That's all you really need. It's super simple. It can get you to level 12 within 10 minutes of a new server. So what you can do is when you're placing down the foundations and storage boxes, after you place them, just demolish them back, and then you can keep creating more and more foundations. But that's the simplest way, just making foundations and storage boxes. But anyways, moving on. Now there's another way to get to level 12 if you want to do that, or if you want to just skip level 12 and get to right to 38, I guess you could do this method too. So what you do, you just go up to Mega Neros and just keep freaking spearing them. Right, it's super simple. Look, you just get a spear, you just keep backing up continuously while like protruding your spear out and hitting them, and you can kill a ton of them really easily. I had 100 health right here. I was barely hurt. So what you need is the chitin to make a pterodon saddle. So after you kill all these Mega Neros, just get the chitin. You're gonna need it, and don't make fun of me for how I say chitin. I know it could be like chitin or whatever you guys call it, but I call it chitin. So make sure you get the chitin. That is an important step later on. So now what you do, if you're level 12, you go out, make a cage. That's what level you need to be to make a cage, level 12. So make a cage, place it down, open it up, and go find an alpha raptor. So what I do recommend you do is obviously find the alpha raptor before you make the cage so that you don't have to lead it halfway across the map. But then just do what I did, stand behind the cage, let the alpha raptor run in, and then close it. So obviously it's much easier, it's much harder than it looks. That looks really simple, but it took me like 3 tries. So I do recommend placing down a bed and some sleeping bags. But after it's trapped in there, look at that. You just stand outside and you can just pelt it with arrows and the thing will die. And then you got like a ton of XP. But before you kill it, what I recommend doing is getting it super low, okay? Now, to get to level 64, we need a pteranodon, okay? So if you go and kill that alpha raptor, you're pretty much going to be losing a ton of prime, which you could use to tame a pteranodon. So what you do, you get that alpha raptor super low. You get it like really bloody, okay? Then you go out, you knock out a pteranodon, and you bola it, whatever, you knock it out, and you kind of watch that pteranodon. You get narco berries for it. If you have narcotics, use the narcotics. Just keep the pteranodon knocked out. Once you have it knocked out, stay by it and don't feed it anything. Just stay by it and let it starve out. And then you can use a taming calculator. You can use Dodo Dex if you want. It's on the App Store, or on PC. It's on Google. But all you do, you just stay by it, make sure it starves out, and then when you're ready, you go back and you kill that alpha raptor for the prime. So while you're waiting for this bird to starve out, what you can do is just get narco berries, and it is going to take prime meat, so that's what you're going to use the alpha raptor for. And this is a 150, so it takes 42 minutes and 137 narco berries. So you just wait for it to starve out for 42 minutes, put a timer on, and you just get narco berries. And then once you're ready, go up, kill the alpha raptor, and get all the meat and bring it over to the pteranodon. It's pretty simple. Like, it's just you're taming a bird using the prime meat from the alpha raptor. And when you do kill the alpha raptor, you usually level up to level 40, or you level up a lot from killing an alpha raptor, depending on the level. And remember when we killed the Mega Neros and we got all that chitin? Well, that's going to come in handy now, because with that you can make a pteranodon saddle. So, I know I'm kind of going a little bit fast, but if you guys want, just rewind the video, watch it over, and now what you're going to want to do is go out and look for these alphas, okay? So Alpha Raptor, Alpha Carno, Alpha Rex, whatever you want. Just go find one of them, right? I do kind of recommend if you're lower level and you have a crappy bird to go for an Alpha Raptor, not an Alpha Rex, but I mean, you can do whatever the frick you want. So now I'm going to show you how you can actually trap these Alpha Carnos, Raptors, freaking Rexes, whatever. So you guys already know how to trap an Alpha Raptor. Now I'm going to show you how to trap an Alpha Carno so you can get even more XP. So what you want to do is kill a trike and then lead the Carno over to the dead trike. Watch this. Look at this. Look, it can't even hit it. Boom, exploited. Freaking OP. And this was recorded on July 27th, by the way, 2018. So this is still working up to right now when I'm recording this. So the glitch is still in effect. You can use this, and all you do is go up with a crossbow, and you kill the thing. Or a bow if you don't have a crossbow yet. So at this point, you're probably going to be a few hours into the server. If you found an Alpha Carno, you've already killed an Alpha Carno. You're super high level now. You're probably in your level 60s now. So the main goal is just to keep grinding. After you get that bird, after you turn level 38 to unlock the Pteranodon saddle, you just go out with that bird, you find alphas, and you go out and you kill all of them until you reach level 64. So I'll explain why level 64 is the next big milestone. But at this point, you're probably, like I said, a few hours into the server, and you know you're already almost level 64 rather. So to kill Alpha Rexes, it's a little bit different. You can't really I mean, I guess you can trap it like this. Like you can go up and you can get it stuck on a corpse, just like the Alpha Carno. So this works too. The glitch still works on Alpha Rexes, but it's a little more risky because the Alpha Rexes are really, really fast, and if something else comes and eats that corpse or the corpse despawns, then you're screwed if you're too close to it. So I guess you could go on a cliff or you could do this glitch, whatever you want to do, but Alpha Rexes are much harder to kill, so I do recommend having a bunch of you guys to try to kill that thing. So if you are just trying to level up to 64, I would just recommend going after the Alpha Raptors and the Alpha Carnos. But next, once you are level 64, you can unlock this, an Industrial Grinder. So I know they are kind of hard to build, so this next tip is kind of for, I guess, people who are already set up with a base. They're very high level. So what you do, you fill this thing up with stone and wood, super simple to get, and what you want to do next is go out and find a Lystro. So a Lystrosaurus, they take rare flowers to tame, and they're a passive tame. They look like this. You guys have probably seen them on the beaches. Go out, tame one of these things, and you just go up behind it, give it one rare flower or 2 rare flowers, whatever it takes, and then bring it back to your little industrial grinder. And from there you can kind of what it does is it doubles the XP on whatever you're doing. So you go up to it, you pet it, you press Y, or on Xbox it's Y, you pet it, and then you go over to the industrial grinder, and that's when you turn it on and you start crafting everything. So you can craft stone into flint and wood into thatch, and what it does, it gives you a lot of XP. So it gives like a little bit of XP, but it's doing it so many times that it adds up. So what you kind of have to do is just sit there and wait for all of the XP to kind of add up. So from this, I usually, when I was like level 85 on 2x small tribe servers, I was leveling up at least 1 time per full fill. Like I filled the whole thing up like with stone, and then I did it, and I leveled up 1 time per. So that's pretty good, to be honest, for a level like 80 character to be leveling up 1 time each time you fill it up. Probably takes about 20 minutes to fill the thing up, so that's not that bad. Within, like, I'm gonna say if you are at level 80 already and you're just trying to grind out, in a couple days you could get to level 100. So you just keep filling that thing up, keep grinding, and you could get to level 100. It takes a while, but it is possible. So I'm just going to quickly recap over all the steps. First, get to level 12, and then once you're level 12, you can unlock a cage which you can trap Alpha Raptors in. After you've trapped some Alpha Raptors, level up to level 38, which you can get a Pteranodon saddle, tame a Pteranodon, go out, find more Alpha Raptors, find more Carnos, keep killing those till you're level 64. Once you're level 64, go out and keep freaking grinding out those industrial grinders. It's obviously going to take a long time, and industrial grinders are really hard to get, so I mean, you are going to have to grind out. You're probably going to have to have a base, so you know, they are really hard to get. It's not for noobs to go get an industrial grinder. They're really hard to get. But after that, you know, just keep grinding the industrial grinder, keep killing those alphas, and eventually you will get to level 100. So those are my tips and tricks on how to level up from level 1 to level 100. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm going to play a little sneak peek from my song. It was just released, actually, it was released an hour ago from when I'm editing this. I mean, you can go check it out right now. It'll be one of the first links in the description. I just released it. It's a dope song. It's on the new Ark Extinction map. So go check out my new song. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.